One of the biggest lies that's ever been told to humanity is that the world doesn't owe us anything. What is true is that you do not owe the world anything. You don't have to live life the way that the world says you must live life. You don't have to believe what the world wants you to believe. You don't have to feel the way that the world wants you to feel. You don't have to pretend to agree with the world. People are treated as if they actually asked to be here, which is weird. Like you actually fought to be here, and now you are blessed because you're here. I'd understand if your boss is pissed off if you don't work hard enough, if you get to work late or leave early, if you fight with your co-workers, if you disrespect him. I would understand why he will be pissed off. You want to know why? Because you are the one who applied to work there. You applied for a job, went to an interview, got the job, woke up in the morning and went to work. So of course, you must know what you must and what you must not do. But no one asked to be here. No one agreed that they're going to live life the way that the world wants them to live life. If you don't believe in a religion that everyone believes in where you live, everyone is offended as if you are supposed to believe what they believe. Like you owe them. You owe them that. You must be a part of what they are a part of. When I was young, still living in the village, I liked speaking in English. I taught myself English. I'd speak in English, and a lot of people would hate me for speaking in English. They'll be like, "Oh, why don't you speak in your language?" That means that you're not proud. You're not proud of who you are. And I'll be like, it's not like I have to speak in my language. Like there's something special about speaking in my language. I can speak any language that I want to speak. That doesn't make me a bad person. I don't have to be following my culture. I do not have to speak my home language. I can do anything, basically. I don't owe anyone anything. Besides, the person who came up with our language, it's a person or if it's people, they are not me. I don't owe them anything. I don't have to speak the language that they speak. I didn't agree to be their descendant. So I speak the kind of language that I want to speak. I do not have to dress the way that you want me to dress. People be mad if you don't dress the way that they want you to dress. If you have tattoos, people be mad that you have tattoos. You have dreadlocks, people be mad that you have dreadlocks. You sag your pants, people be mad that you sag your pants. You don't owe the world anything. Don't even have to explain yourself to the world. You just have to be you. If people have a problem with that, that's their problem. You shouldn't even have a problem with people having a problem with that. You must be so damn free that whatever people are saying does not affect you. That's also what I'm working on this year. Not caring what other people think. I've been telling you all that that's really, really important, especially if you are in the path of truth, trying to figure out what is actually true. If you still care what other people think, there are a lot of things that you'll be afraid to do that you must do if you want the truth. If I care what other people think, there are some things that I won't say that I want to say. If I'm afraid that you're going to judge me, or some people that I know are going to judge me. I don't owe anyone anything, and you don't owe anyone anything. You don't have to be a sane person. You know, according to what the world believes sanity is. Like, you don't have to be sane. You just have to be you. Whatever feels right to you. Because the truth is that the world owes you everything. Everything. I've always found it weird that we were told that the world owes us nothing. I mean, I used to believe that actually, that this world doesn't owe me anything. Until I thought deeply about it, and I was like, no, actually, if you find yourself in a place that you didn't agree to be in, you were taken there without your consent, and it's possible that you might not even like being there, then you are owed everything in that place automatically. Whatever you want, you deserve it. The way humans are being controlled, you'd swear they agreed to be here. It's funny. It doesn't matter what your desires are. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter how you want to live your life. There are people who are in power who will be telling you how you should live your life. Or will be telling you that the way that you want to live your life is wrong. You must live your life the way that they want you to live your life, because they are powerful. Power is power. I like that scene in Game of Thrones, where that lady, I forgot her name. I think someone was trying to show her show her what he believes power is, and she showed her what power is, like what real power is. Those who are powerful, they just do whatever they want. They come up with their own laws. Be like, yeah, you must follow the laws that we've come up with. It doesn't matter if you've agreed to follow these laws. If we really wanted to make the world better, we must actually allow people to be themselves as long as they're not hurting anyone directly. If a person wants to drink alcohol, they should be able to drink alcohol. There mustn't be countries that say it is wrong to drink alcohol and you must be arrested for drinking alcohol. Like, no, I don't have to believe that. I don't have to agree with that. You know, I can, if I want to drink, I want to drink. Who say that the best way to live life is to be sober? I want to live life the way that I want to live life. Because I didn't even ask to be here. So, and plus, no one even knows what this is. So who can tell me that drinking is wrong if I want to drink? Who even decides what's right and what's wrong? Trump is saying there's only two genders. Like this is one of the videos that will open your eyes to a lot of things. Actually, just keep on watching, because there are a lot of people who believe themselves to be very woke, but they are blind and they don't even see that. I've had conversations with people be like, yeah, there's only two genders. Is either a person is a male or a female. Anything else, that's just madness. And I'll be like, why shouldn't a person be free to be what they feel they are? If a person feels like they're not a female, then they should be free to say, I'm not a female. I don't want to be a female. They must be free to say that and to be whatever they want to be, because no one has to be here. No one should decide for another person what they should be. You might say, no, Benedictine, you're wrong. What about athletes who were born males, and then they decided that they're gonna be females, they're gonna dominate? And I would say to you that every sport must have its own rules. They must decide that if a person was born a male, then they must not join the sport, but they must not have the right to judge that person and say you mustn't be what you feel you are. Like if a person is gay, I think the president of Kenya is against that. Like, why should he say it should be illegal for those people to be what they are? Why? Because if he was gay, he would want to be able to be free, like to be himself. So it all boils down to power. Those who are powerful are the ones who are making decisions for everyone. I believe in freedom, being free to be who I am, being free to believe what I believe, being free to live life the way that I want to live life. If I don't feel like the rules that the world believes that humans should follow. I must follow these rules. Then I mustn't follow these rules. Is it? There are things that as a human you are not supposed to do, but that animals are able to do freely. They'll tell you that there's some plants that you're not supposed to eat. Animals are free to eat any plant. Be like, why should I be able to eat the plants that I want to eat, while animals are free to eat the plants that they want to eat? Who actually owns me? Who actually decides what I must eat and what I must not eat? I do not owe anyone anything. I do not have to be a kind person. I do not have to be a good person. I don't have to be a selfless person. I just have to be me. I don't have to love the world. I do not have to love anyone. One thing that a lot of people should realize is that they were programmed to be themselves. Not actually being like, they weren't actually programmed to be themselves, but they were programmed to be what they are, and they consider what they are have been programmed to be themselves. Find that a person was raised to believe that it is wrong to have tattoos. So when they see people with tattoos, they're disgusted. Like, wow, why would a person have tattoos? Like, they told you that it was wrong to have tattoos. If you were born in a place where everyone had tattoos, you wouldn't think that it's wrong to have tattoos. And people should be able to see that. Like, it should be obvious to everyone that whatever they think they are, they were programmed to be that. So actually, if you are truly woke, you must be able to understand every person. Understand that you could have been any person. Isn't it weird that if a person is white, and they were raised by racists, they will be racist, Like, it doesn't cross their minds that they could have been born in a race that they hate. If a person is white and they hate black people, like, it doesn't cross their mind that they could have been born as a black person. I remember there's this comedian that made me laugh the other day, just that I don't remember his name. I just came across his video on TikTok. He was saying, reincarnation actually makes sense, but I don't want to believe in it. Because here's the thing, he's black. It's like, I'm black. So, and as a black person, of course, I'm against slavery. But what if during the time of slavery, I was white and I owned slaves? I thought that was funny. That's why I don't judge people. I allow people to be themselves. Like, be who you are. If I don't feel like I can live with you or be close to you, if you're being yourself, I'm just going to leave you alone. I'm not going to judge you like, how you're a bad person. Like, be who you are. You don't owe it to me to be what I want you to be. We didn't agree that you must be what I want you to be. You didn't sign a contract that you must be what I want you to be. You didn't sign a contract that you must be what the world wants you to be. See, the world abuses people and doesn't even realize that it does that. Trying to protect something that it was made to believe about itself. Like we're so damn scared of the truth that anything that is real is a threat. I was having a very deep conversation with someone about people who change their sex. I was like, what exactly triggers us about that? Like if a person decides that, I was born a man, but I want to be a woman. Why do we have a problem with that? Does that person owe me something? Like they have to be the way that I want them to be? Oh, they don't owe anyone anything. They can just be themselves. I mean, yeah, the only problem would be if a person who was born a male transitioned into a female and they had sex with a male without telling them. Because I think, there's been cases where a male unalived someone was born a male who transitioned into a female after discovering that the person transitioned into a female. Like, that's just it. You can, you know what I mean? Like, you can see that that's messed up. Like, someone who was born a male decided that they're gonna become a female, and they don't tell the people that they date that, yeah, I was once a male. But if a person decides that they're gonna be a female, even if they were born a male, that's fine. It's what they want. There are a lot of people who believe themselves to be woke who are against that, and they don't realize that that's a religious mindset. Like, the people who actually feel like that is wrong are the people who are very religious. Like, God created, like, we are playing God. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the real reason why people who are religious are against that. Like, people are playing God. But people should be free to be however they want to be. Because they don't owe anyone anything. As long as they're not hurting anyone directly, that's good. People believing that they owe the world something, well, that has to do with religion, really. People who are very religious kind of believe that they owe their God something, right? So they must do the things that their God wants them to do. They must behave the way that their gods want them to behave. But a person who's free, who doesn't believe in any God, who just wants to be themselves, they don't owe anyone anything. They don't owe anyone anything at all. It's just that in this room, those who are powerful are the ones who controls everyone. So if a person is powerful, they can impose their will on other people. And that's how it works in this room. It's about power. It's not about logic. It's not about truth. So you can believe whatever you want to believe about this room. You can believe that you live in a simulation, and you can talk about why you think this is a simulation, and you can decide to live how you want to live, believing that this is a simulation. You can believe anything, really. You can believe that this is a dream, and you can live life as if this is a dream, because that's what you believe. You can believe that you've incarnated here many times before. You can believe anything, even if people say that you're crazy. In fact, no one should make you feel like you're crazy, because no one knows what this is. So you can believe anything. I can say that people who believe in some religions are crazy, but why should I care what they believe? Some people believe that they must worship the Abrahamic God. That's fine. My only problem is them indoctrinating their children and abusing their children. Like a lot of people who are very intelligent, they've had to deal with religious trauma because their parents believed they were doing the right thing. Like, yeah, you must believe in my God, otherwise you're gonna go to hell. You must believe in my God, because the devil is gonna own you and your life is gonna suck. That's what's messed up. I'm actually against the idea of teaching children about a religion, because that's indoctrination. Like, no, don't teach your children about any religion. Just raise them to be what they are. You don't have to force them to be Christians. You don't have to force them to be Muslim. Like, that's just messed up. You don't have to force them to be atheists. If they believe in God, in the Christian God, that's fine. That's what they believe. Whether that makes sense to you or not, it is what it is. Like, now I allow people to be people. I don't want to hate anyone. Be you. I'm not here to save anyone. I'm not here to fight against anything except my own, except anything that stands in a way of my freedom, right? I gotta be free. If you believe in a religion that you believe in it. It's your business. Do your own thing. I don't own you. I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. I've seen a lot of fake prophets fool people here in South Africa, and I used to be mad. Be like, yeah, they're fooling our mothers. Nah. Our mothers and our fathers, they're living their own lives. They don't owe me anything. I mean, unless they were really my parents, like they brought me here. Yeah, they would owe me everything. But I mean, those that we call our fathers and mothers, because they are much older than us, they don't owe us anything. So they can allow these fake prophets to scam them. It's fine. And that's how it looks to me. If that's not true, still fine, but that's how it seems to me. I'm no longer mad when I see fake prophets lying to people. Like, it is what it is. They believe what they want to believe. They don't have to want the truth, I think that's one of the biggest traps that we fall in as conscious people, where we feel like truth matters to everyone, or truth should matter to everyone. No. If the truth matters to me, it matters to me. That's fine. If there are people who don't care about the truth, they don't care about the truth. I shouldn't be mad that they don't care about the truth. They are whatever they are. They should live their lives the way that they want to live their lives, you know. So if people want to go to I remember in 20, when was it? I think it was 2018. I was really, really depressed. I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was like, you know, at some point I don't even want to say it here on YouTube because of the bots, but I was gonna be what, okay, let me say it. Hopefully these bots ain't gonna give me like a strike, but at the time I even felt like I was gonna ban churches. Like, I was so mad at Christianity. I was so mad at what was done to us as black people. So I told my friend that, and at the time I felt justified because I was angry. It's like, yeah, but I would have been wrong, because I'm saying that truth should matter to everyone. What if the people who are religious don't care about the truth? They care about how they feel. Is it they want to live their life in their own delusion, you know? Why should the truth matter to them? What if they can't stand the truth and I'm forcing them to love the truth, but they just can't stand it? They want to believe what they believe, you know? It's like, if a child believes that Santa Claus is real and they feel good believing that, why should I try my best to convince them that Santa Claus isn't real? It's like, yeah, they're feeling good, it's fine. It's not like, you know, the only thing that I'm against when it comes to religion is it's children being indoctrinated. And the reason why I'm against that is because there are people who grow up and say, yeah, they were abused, you know. To the people that were indoctrinating them, it might not have felt like abuse. That's what I'm against. But most of the people who were indoctrinated end up believing what they were programmed to believe, and who am I to fight against that? I didn't create nobody. If they were indoctrinating a person that I've brought into this realm, yeah, that's a serious problem. If that person ended up like believing in those religions, that would still be a serious problem, and that would be something that, you know, I would really be against. But you know, those who end up waking up, they wake up because maybe they've always been woke, and that's what matters to them. It might not be what matters to everyone else, but to them, that's what actually matters. So I mustn't force everyone to be woke. So when I make videos, I'm not really trying to convince anyone that, you know, what I believe is the truth. It is what it is. You can believe what you want to believe. I make videos to connect with like-minded people and to, you know, help them understand that they're not alone, you know. They're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with them. Even though the world makes them feel like there's something wrong with them just because they think the way that they think. People just want to control other people. That's why they will make you feel like there's something wrong with you for thinking the way that you think, feeling the way that you feel. So if you grow up in a country where everyone is religious and you're not religious, they're gonna treat you as if there's something wrong with you. If you grow up in a country where no one is religious and you're the only one who's religious, of course they're gonna treat you as if there's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like it just has to do with power, you know. If you are outnumbered, those who are mainly those are the ones who are powerful, right? Because it's about power. Those are the ones who decide what the truth is, and they believe whatever they decide the truth is to be the truth. You can't say it's not true what you believe. Like it doesn't work. Like the truth doesn't really matter to them. You know, the truth is what the majority of people say is the truth. That's how it works in this realm. But you must understand, you don't owe anyone anything, so you don't have to agree with the majority of people. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Even if you're the only person in this planet who believes what you believe, it's fine. If you want to be ignorant, be ignorant. What I would say is that as long as you're not hating anyone directly, that's good. But because you were brought here without your consent, I don't know if you can be judged for, or you should be judged for anything. That's because you didn't agree to be the way that the world wants you to be. You didn't say, I'm going to be able to be what the world wants me to be. It's not like when you reach a certain age, they ask you to sign a contract where you're agreeing that you're going to be what the world wants you to be. Because that would make sense, right? But you don't sign a contract that says, yeah, you will be what the world wants you to be. So if you're not what the world wants you to be, should you be blamed if you didn't agree that you will be what the world wants you to be, or what the people who are in power want you to be? If no one can tell you what life really is, I don't think you should be scared to be whatever you want to be, you know. If no one can tell you what this really is, who can really tell you how to be? Who can tell you how to live? I keep on telling you all that the world could be anything. If we were in a cosmic prison, how would you need to be like what's the best way to live life if you were in a prison planet? If this world was created by a loving God who's trying to teach you some lessons, what's the best way to live life? If this world was a dream, what's the best way to live life? If this was a simulation, what's the best way? You know what I mean? We don't know what this world is, but what we must understand is that based on what it actually is, the way that you live life or the best way that you could live life based on how the world actually is, or what the world it really is, wouldn't be how everyone thinks that you should live life. And that's why those who are powerful will decide for you how you should live life, right? They want you to live life in a way that actually benefits them, but they don't have to live life in a way that benefits anyone. I believe in freedom, that people should be allowed to be themselves as long as they are not directly harming others, you know. As long as they're not directly harming others, like, that's good. And if we actually wanted the world to be better, we should allow people to be themselves. So those who decide what's right and like what's good and what's evil, they have to convince themselves that they are good. Like they have to become self-righteous first and be like, you having tattoos, that's evil. You having sex with this person, that's evil. You know, you being a porn star, that's evil. He must say, no, Benedictine, no, you're wrong, that's evil. And I'll be like, what's evil about that? What's evil about a person living their life the way that they want to live their life? It's how they want to live their lives. Life doesn't come with instructions. If a person wants to, do porn, that's what they want. I don't own that person. I mustn't make their life a living hell just because they made a decision. And I might not even see that I'm the one. I'm the one who's actually bad. If I'm the one who's judging them, if I recruit people and be like, yeah, you see what that person is doing? They are evil. Let's laugh at them. Let's make them trend. Let's talk shit about them. Let's criticize them online. I'll think that I'm a good person, but no, I'm actually evil. I just don't see that I'm evil because I'm so damn self-righteous. I allow people to be people. They are what they are. Maybe we don't come from the same place. Maybe we do not come from the same place, and that's very important to understand. That to understand, like it's actually possible that we might not actually be coming from the same place. If we have souls, maybe our souls come from different places, or they come from different dimensions, or come from different realities. Who knows? Maybe some souls are from a reality where it's okay to smoke weed, so they smoke. Your soul comes from a reality where it's not okay, so you feel like it's wrong and you want to control them, and you make their lives hell just because of what you believe. You're like, okay, you're like me, you are a human like me, you must not be allowed to smoke weed because you're a human like me. So humans, and I feel like that's wrong, right? So you mustn't smoke weed, and then you feel like you must fight for weed to be banned in your country or something, and you think that you're being a good person. You're not realizing that you're being very, very evil. Allow people to be themselves. If I fought against people's religion, I would be evil. Even though I feel like people who believe in some religions just don't think right. It is what, like, they can be themselves. Be who you are. Maybe that's fine for you. Maybe the whatever God that you believe in, maybe that God owns you, right? Maybe that God actually owns you. Who knows? If I don't know for sure what this is, I don't think I should try to control anyone. I allow people to be themselves without judging them. I don't attack people for their beliefs, for their lifestyle. And if you stop judging people, like if you stop judging other people, you become free. There are people who are always angry just because they're judging others. I know people like that. A person is driving and they see people in a tavern drinking, dancing, and they're mad. They're mad. Like, yeah, you know what? Why do people live life like that? They feel like they're better. Like, I'm better because I'm not drinking, and you are bad. You are messed up because you're drinking. It's like, no, that's just how they want to live life. Why should everyone be like you? And why do you feel like everyone should be like you? The things that are truly wrong, are things that we do to others without their consent. That's why I told myself that I ain't bringing nobody here because I can't get consent from them. Yes, there's a chance that if I brought someone here, they would actually like it here, but I don't know that. What if they don't? I would have gambled with someone else's life. And that's completely unnecessary. I don't have to do that. If I end up making a lot of money and becoming rich, I'm just going to chow my money freely. I don't have to bring someone here so that I can chow money with them or so that I can leave a legacy for them. No, I can just be free. But besides, it's not like we really create humans. Like, we don't actually create humans. What we do is have sex because we are horny, and then babies come out, and we don't really understand what happens, like how the whole thing happens. It seems like it's something that's not in our control. Those who are strong enough, they do go against their own programming. They're like, some things are just not right. Yes, I was programmed to want to procreate, but I don't want to. I don't think, or even if I want to, I don't think that is best. I don't think that's the best thing to do, looking at how things work. So I'm not just gonna do things that I was programmed to do. I'm gonna do what makes sense to me. You must fight for your own freedom. You must be so free that you're not afraid of being judged. You must fight to feel free, no matter what other people are saying. You must fight to be free, man. A lot of people are not free. They don't live life as if they were brought here without their consent. They feel like they have some obligations. They want to please other people. They want to be accepted by other people. Like, nah, be you, man. It needs to get to a point where you're not afraid of being judged for who you are. Even if, and this is super important, even if the whole world feels like you don't deserve to be treated well because of who you are or how you are, that's fine. You are what life created. Why judge yourself for something that you're not even responsible for? If you think you're unattractive, you feel guilty for being unattractive because people have been judging you. Like, nah, motherfucker, I didn't create myself. You didn't create yourself. People can feel the way that they want to feel about you. It's fine. You might act in a way that the world doesn't feel is okay. That's how you feel. You feel like acting that way. So why should another person make you feel guilty? If there are people that you owe, are the people, these are the people that you brought here. If you have children, you do owe them everything because you brought them here. They didn't have a say. Is it like that didn't matter to you that they can't say anything? You're like, yeah, I'm making the decision to bring you here because I want you here. So you do owe them. But to think that they owe you, you gotta be delusional. A lot of parents who believe that their children owe them just because they did things for them. Like, I raised you, I used to sell cabbage in the street so that I can give you money to go to school. I did this, I did that. Who told you to do that? It's not like you were forced. It's not like you had to do that. You know what I mean? It's like guys will be trying to get women by being too nice to them, buying them things, taking them out. And when they get rejected, be like, yeah, I did this, I did that. She you find that she loves a guy who has done nothing for her. Not only has he not done anything for her, he doesn't give a shit about her for real, and the guy knows that he doesn't give a shit about her. So he'd be mad, like, I did these things for you, blah blah blah. Hey, yeah, no one asked you to do that, to do all this shit. If you decide as a guy that you're gonna take a woman out, you buy her food, and then buy her gifts and all that, even if she's not asking, even if you have not had any agreement, why should you feel like she owes you something? She doesn't owe you anything. You're the one who decided to do that. Maybe you need to learn, on your own, that if a woman loves you, you don't have to do anything at all. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to be kind. You don't have to do things for her and all that. If she likes you, she likes you. A lot of men who feel entitled, these are the men who end up unaliving women. Like, yeah, I did this for her, I did that. No, man. She doesn't owe you anything unless you and her agreed that if you do certain things for her, she's going to do certain things for you. And that's when you can say she owes you something, because you have agreed. You have agreed that if you buy her alcohol, she's going to give you sex. You have agreed. And then she does owe you something because you have agreed. But if you decide, if you meet a girl in a club and you like her, she likes you, and you start talking and you buy her alcohol, if she decides that she wants to leave, she wants to leave. If she decides that she's not going to have sex with you, she's not going to have sex with you. Even if you go home with her, if she decides while you guys are kissing that she doesn't want to have sex with you, she doesn't owe you anything. You didn't agree that she was going to have sex with you. I'm not saying that even if you did agree that she's going to have sex with you, she doesn't have the right to change her mind. She does, but that's when it's justifiable to feel as if you are owed something. The same way that if, for an example, I'm given a job and I work, and I'm told that I'm going to be paid a certain amount after working, I'm owed, right? It's not me feeling entitled. I'm owed because there was an agreement. So I'm doing what I'm doing so that I will be paid, and the person that I'm doing it for decided that they're going to pay me. You see? But if I'm deciding that I'm going to work for someone, like, yeah, I'm going to work, hoping that they're going to pay me, and they don't pay me, they don't owe me anything because we didn't agree. It's not like me and them agreed that they're going to pay me. There are people that I know who will do things for you because maybe they want to be close to you, like they don't know how else to be close to you, so they do things like nice things for you, and when you don't reciprocate that, they become mad. Like, nah, we didn't agree. Like, there's this guy that I used to, I don't know if I should say we were friends, but we're kind of close. He will do things for you out of nowhere. He'll buy you stuff out of nowhere. Like, okay, cool. I didn't ask you to buy me anything, but you decided that you're going to buy me these things. Then one day he's broke. He comes to you and be like, yo, can you borrow me $50? You're like, I don't have it. The money that I have, I want to use it for something else. And you'll be mad. Like, I did this for you. I bought this, bought you this, I bought you that. Like, I didn't ask you to. And that was not the agreement. It's not like you doing things for me means that I have to reciprocate. You know, maybe you just like doing things for me. I don't know. But I don't like doing things for you the way that you like doing things for me. So there must be an agreement. You two tell me that, hey, bro, like, okay, today I'm going to buy you this and that. I hope, okay, you don't even say that you hope. You say, okay, you're going to do this and that for me. Do you agree? And I say yes. Is it? If I say no, then you don't do what you wanted to do. The thing with this world is that it didn't agree with you that you're going to be a certain way, you know, or you're going to be the way that it wants you to be. Like, there was no agreement, so you can just improvise, just live life the way that you want to live life and not feel guilty about it. There's this guy, they did a documentary about him. He tattooed every part of his body. I think they call him like I think they call him Tiger Man or something like that. He looks like a tiger. Like he drew tattoos that make him look like a tiger. A lot of people criticized him, you know. And I'll be like, why should I feel like that's bad? He is who he is. That's what makes him happy. That's what makes sense to him. It might not make sense to me, but that's what makes sense to him. I'm not him. He is himself. I am myself. Me not having a tattoo, that's what I want. I don't want to have a tattoo. I mean, I do want to have tattoos, but I mean, at the time, you know, I didn't. To truly be woke, you must allow people to be however they are, whether you like them or not, or whether you like how they are or not. The moment you feel like you have to change other people, they have to be like you are so perfect that everyone has to be like you. That's when you got everything wrong.